Okay, introduction video for a big tract directly on the James River, about 20 minutes east of Springfield, Missouri. We're in Webster County. We're actually about 5 miles south of the town of Marshfield on Belford Road. So we've got the property outlined in red here. Direct frontage, about 100 feet of frontage on Belford Road. Goes down to the northwest to the actual river, both sides of the river, and then a large area across as well. So let's zoom in here and take a look at this. There we go. This is, I guess this is the Google map. So 100 feet on Belford. This was designed so that, although it does, admittedly, it looks long and thin, it's actually 100 feet wide. So it's as wide as you know, a good-sized residential lot. So you've got enough room to basically build whatever you want right here in this meadow. And still have plenty of yard space. It goes all the way down to the actual James River, and then although most river properties either go to the bank or to the center line, you've actually got both sides of the river here, and you've got a huge area across on the other side. So good access to the water. We were just out there a couple days ago, and there's a nice little kind of a ramp that's been cut out going right down to the water. There's a beautiful rock ledge in there. Super pretty. We didn't walk over to the other side, but we did do a drone video, and you can see this really nice open field over here, which is just really spectacular. I'd love to explore that, but we didn't have a chance when we were out there. So this is a total of 6.1 acres in size, so it's a large tract. I think it's the largest one at James River Estates. There are 8 tracts in total, and this is tract number 7. So we were really excited to do this project, and the reason we picked it was because, well, for several reasons. For one, it's next to impossible to find anything on the James River. It's a wildly popular river. The second reason was most of the stuff on the James River is in Greene County, or I believe in Stone or Taney County, and they're all properties with zoning and restrictions, whereas Webster County does not have zoning. So although we do have property covenants on these, we don't think they're very restrictive compared to the zoning laws. Basically, if you're going to build a standard cabin or house, 600 square feet minimum on a concrete foundation, you're going to be fine out here. Meantime, you can use it for camping and hunting and whatnot. You can check out the specific restrictions on the listing page, and you'll definitely want to do that to make sure that that they jive with what you want to do. So the one reason was the James River. Extremely hard to find anything on the James River. Second reason was the county road frontage, which is great, gives you good access all year. Third reason was power and phone are on site, so you've got the electric line that crosses over the east part of the property, so that's there when you need it. You've got the phone line at Belford Road. But most importantly, when you look for stuff on a river, you're usually doing a trade-off. You're either getting something with access to the water that's all in a flood zone, or something that's high and dry out of the flood zone, but you can't get to the water, like a bluff type property. That's what your typical choices are when you're looking at river property. On these particular tracts, we've got all this, the bulk of this pasture is out of the flood zone, and then you've got easy access. I mean, you can walk, you can take a four-wheeler right down to the river. There's not a bluff there, so it's pretty awesome. In fact, on this MapRight app, we can put on the floodplain layer, and you can see just how that sits. So that's the 100-year floodplain. So all this area here that's not shaded is out of the 100-year floodplain. So good high and dry stuff for building. Obviously, you get to the water and you've got floodplain, but then you've got this huge area on the other side, which is out of the floodplain as well. Now, I haven't personally set foot over there, but we've done the drone video. It looks really nice. You're going to have a lot of wildlife over there. Most people I know in this area who have farms or large acreage on the James or on other gravel bottom rivers basically just drive their vehicle right across here. So I don't know if that's something you'd want to do daily, you know, and have that as your main home, but for like a getaway cabin or whatnot, that might be an option. So with this gravel bar here, if you had a vehicle that set up a little bit more than a normal SUV or truck, you could potentially drive right over, or you could look into what they call a low water bridge, which is basically a slab of concrete that's poured that you can drive across. But Either way, most people I know would either walk or take their four-wheeler across to use this area over here. So let's shut off that floodplain. So there you can see that you've got it. The reason we like these tracks is because you've got all this good usable acreage up here out of the floodplain. And it's gorgeous besides that. Even if there wasn't a river out here, this would be a stunning property. So we'll shut that off. There we go. So you'll want to take a look at the drone video and the ground video to get a better look at this. This isn't really showing it. Maybe I'll switch maps here. We'll try the Google map. It shows it a little better. So this guy was out here camping probably a year ago when this aerial was taken. But you can actually see the little cut-in that goes down to the water here, roughly in the middle of the property. This is part of the rock ledge that you'll see. If you look at the ground video, there's a beautiful rock ledge here. And then you've got this clear water that goes across a huge, huge, beautiful gravel bar. And then, of course, going to the other side, you've got this open meadow area, which the deer are going to just love. We see deer and turkey out here all the time. Okay, so let's zoom way out. We'll actually do a street map, and we'll show you about where we are here. Okay, so here's the property over on the right. Springfield, Missouri, about 20 minutes to the west, and Marshfield, Missouri, about 5 or 6 miles to the north. So if we were coming here out of, you can come either way out of Springfield. You can take 44 or you can take 60. If we were taking 44, we'd go up to Marshfield, go into town, go south on Highway A for 3 or 4 miles, and then you'll go right onto Belford Road. Let's go back to satellite map. Okay, you'll go right onto Belford Road, and you'll follow that all the way down to the property. You'll come over a large low water bridge over the James, go up a little hill, and look for track 7 on the right. It does have a gate, which is functioning now, but it looks like it needs to be repaired. If you're coming on Highway 60, all you do is go east out of Springfield on 60. You'll pass Fordland. You'll go north on Highway A just before the little town of Diggins. And this is really cool. This southern part of Highway A, there's a lot of Amish or Mennonite people there. And then take Highway A on up, and you can go left on Bell Springs Road. You can continue going another mile and go left on Belford, but if you're coming from the south, it's a little quicker to go left on Bell Springs. That runs into Belford, hang another left, and proceed to the property. So pretty unique tract. It's a nice one. You can check us out at InstantAcres.com if you have any questions or want to see if the property is available. You can definitely watch the ground video. You can watch the drone video. If the property is not available, then you won't see it. But if it is, then you'll see it on the website. You can give us a call or send us an email at sales@instantacres.com with any questions, and we would love to talk to you about this property.